What is May 9th? That is, in Russian, we call it 9 Maya, the 9th of May, which is, you have Victory in Europe Day, which is the May 8th, and then you have victory, the commemoration of Soviet victory over the Germans. That's May 9th. If you guys go to, look at what goes on in Russia on May 9th, they still have parades and commemorations and all these things. Not that I'm such a super fan, but I'm just saying that that's May 9th. And I think it's interesting that the date, I don't even know why they chose this date. It seems arbitrary. The date that the Biden administration chose to allow people who didn't take the you-know-what to come into the United States, people who are not citizens, to be able to travel to the United States, people who did not take the you-know-what, they chose, for some reason, I don't know why, May 11th. 2 days after May 9th. Guys, it could be, and you guys could see, there was a video of Shmudo, backpedaling, saying, I never forced anybody to do anything. There are videos all over the place. There's stuff going on in Germany now where they're coming out in public with stuff, with information. And they're basically turning the Minister of Health into a scapegoat. Even though, meaning he pushed stuff, but he wasn't the one that signed the contracts. The one that signed the contracts was the guy before him. I forget his name. All over the place you have, things are happening. They see that they have to retreat. They see that they're about to have a problem. The Attorney General of Texas is now opening up a lawsuit or an inquiry, actually an investigation, a criminal investigation into these two companies, the two big ones that, misrepresenting themselves, misrepresenting their marketing, whatever it was, or whatever they were, trying to sell, whatever they did sell, enforced on people. So things are happening, guys, and it's interesting that it's happening now. These are just things that are bubbling, and again, I don't think this is an accident. 24 nations align the US dollar as BRICS look to launch a new global currency. Yeah, guys, the dollar's being kind of phased out of being the reserve currency, and now there's a battle again in Congress. Janet Yellen just said June 1st, America becomes insolvent. My friends, you can keep kicking the can down the road forever. Well, rather, you can't do it forever. You keep kick the can down the road for a long time. But you can't do it in perpetuity. You can't do it forever. You can do what seems like forever, but it's not forever. So, guys, like we said before, we get the feeling that what we're looking at here is, it's coming up to the end of it. The longest calm before the largest storm. And I think it's interesting because this year, again, no accidents. May 9th falls out on Lag BaOmer. And Lag BaOmer is, the story of Lag BaOmer. It is the Yortzeit, the memorial of the passing of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, supposedly the author of the Zohar. Even if he was not the author of the actual Sefer, the book itself, the ideas stem from him. And this is when you see the beard over here. This is when I'll at least be allowed to trim the beard, if not completely shave it, which I probably won't, but I'll trim it. Much to the dismay of my friend Frank. And yeah, guys, it's when we reveal the secrets of the Torah, but it's also really the secrets of life. And when things become things that were mysterious become revealed. They become known to us. And even if we don't delve into the text, life presents us with things that we previously did not see. And if we have the eyes to see, we get the clarity. And with that said, guys, I really hope that this year on BaOmer, which falls out on May 9th, and then 2 days after that, with the cancellation of these mandates, traveling mandates, the world, the people who didn't see things before will start to see them. And I really hope that it'll be, instantaneous. It's enough, Frank and I talk about this all the time, it's just excruciatingly slow, and you feel like it's building up to something, but it's excruciatingly slow. And frankly, the world needs a shock to the system, really. It needs a shock to the system. And once you get that shock to the system, we always say, when people get a shock from something, or a wake-up call, it changes their consciousness. If it's not already changed, it changes their consciousness. And then they can begin to look at things in a completely different way. And they can begin to accept the things that you're presenting them with, where they were not able to accept them before. Alright guys, Zat Hashem, and I'll talk to you soon.